Hey guys, I am off of work. It's Friday. I don't know if I filmed an intro for this yet, but if this is the beginning of the vlog, hello. Welcome. We're going to run errands at HomeGoods really quick. I need to... Let me not tell a story. I don't know if I need anything, but we are still decorating like parts of our house. Some of it is done and then some of it is not done. So with that, I'm gonna go browse a little bit. Let me be honest. Don't need anything. I'm going to browse and see what I can find. I gave birth in November, and a lot of my decor and a lot of the tones in my home are still giving like fall November vibes, and it is almost the middle of June. Nothing's wrong with that, because fall is definitely a vibe, but you can definitely tell like from my wreath on my front door, like some of the decor I have, it's just like pumpkins, leaves, fall, golds, browns, and everything in between. I don't have any makeup on, so this is the raw and real me. Let's see what we can find in HomeGoods. So I'm gonna take you guys in. I'm also going to talk a little bit more. I won't leave my water. I'm also gonna talk a little bit more about my transition as well to being a working mom. So let's see what we can find at HomeGoods first. I may put y'all in my purse because, okay, patio set. Would y'all pay $1.99 for each rocker? That's not, I mean, they're cute, but no, let's get it going. Okay, let's see what HomeGoods has. I haven't been in here in just a couple of months, just for priority reasons, but it's always nice to see what's new. We haven't started working on the patio, and to be for real, it's very hot out there right now, so I don't know if we will any immediate time soon, but it's always nice to see what's new. In terms of decor, I still have 1.5 bedrooms to still decorate. My daughter's nursery is like kind of partially complete. She still is not in the room by herself just yet, so we just kind of put that project on pause. That's just us. You can do what works for you, but we have just put that on pause for now just because she's not in there. Another thing that I like about HomeGoods is that they typically keep things like in the same little category and same section, so like all of these are in the same like tone families and whatnot, so it gives you a little bit of inspo if you don't know where to start. Yeah. Now wait, I saw this set here and it looks, I say this looks pretty good, but what I didn't realize is that it's actually attached to something else. So I don't know if you can see this like full umbrella. The umbrella comes separate. Let me back up a little bit. The umbrella comes separate from it. But I think this looks good. I don't have any area of space to put it at the moment, but like I see the vision and I see the vibe. While it's not for me, I do see that this could work for someone. Okay, so I just told you about my wreath being like a fall leaf right now. If my husband saw this, he would buy this entire display because he's a very patriotic person. So I kind of like this one a little bit, but Obviously, the longevity is not there. We'll be back at HomeGoods within a month or so once we're past 4th of July. But for someone who does decorate for every holiday, maybe you want to pick something like this up. Okay. So like this is more my speed and my style. Plain, neutral, timeless, classy. Some more wreaths. Again, I'm looking for one that can work for now and also through the summertime. Okay, currently we're all set with like bar stools in the kitchen as well, but I just wanted to take a moment to point this out. Now, HomeGoods, your business is your business, and I'm not hating on that, but $139 for this on clearance. I don't know. And this is not me being cheap or anything like that. It's just sometimes the stuff, and the thing is this, if you have a quality product, that's one thing. But sometimes, y'all, the displays start like falling apart in the store. I know I'm not the only person who notices this sometimes. So while it's super nice, like I don't think I'm gonna have to come out of pocket for $139 for that. While I do have stools already, you know, it's just not something I'm interested in. Okay, look at this little display here. So my living room and my entryway has a lot of black and golds. We're pretty much done with that area. We have every like shelf and everything full. But if we were to add something else, like maybe some more things here. But I mean, that area is pretty full, and I do like the black and gold vibe. It just is for me. See here. I'm not really feeling any of those, but they do have some cute things out for this season. There are some neat things again. Definitely a different vibe. Also, if you're watching this on the playback, tell me if you saw something in this video that you like and why. This whole little section, again, just a big move for me. It's just clean. Like, it's something about something looking clean and fresh that just works for my personality. Have some pretty decent cookware, so I'm not looking for anything here, but you never know what you may find. Also, I'm kind of not laughing to myself, but I saw a post where someone was like, who is eating all the snacks inside of HomeGoods and TJ Maxx, and sometimes they do have some nice little odd snacks. Vintage Bake Shop. Yeah, so sometimes they do have some things that can work. It's nice. I like this, but it's not all that practical. I do like that one. Let's move Mr. Flying Pig over here. Now, one big thing I'm looking to do is finish off my guest room. While we haven't had many visitors yet, I am looking for like the perfect comforter to finish off that room, as long as, and also get like a dresser, I'm sorry, to finish in the room as well. So trying to find something unisex that can work kind of year round. So my first thought is like a white or a taupe, and then my husband is just like, that clearly doesn't make any sense, and we obviously can't do anything like a pink, even though I really like this little lavender one up there. So you have a completed guest room at the time. Please let me know the color scheme you end up getting that worked. The green could go pretty unisex, and it actually works with a lot of the tones in our house, so I'm not mad at like a sage green. And it has a lot of white in that one, so I like it. So for now, it's just like super plain. I think the one we have on there is like gray, but I am looking to switch it up and just kind of get like a permanent set for that room that's like completely styled and staged and ready to go, just in case we have any guests. A couple more, but I think those are more like college vibes. Laura Ashley has some pretty cute things. Everything I've seen from her has been pretty cute and functional. Another big thing that we should replace in our home is like a larger mirror. When we were moving, we cracked it's like a small little hairline crack like in the corner, but we do need to replace a full-length mirror in our home. Not really having any of these stand out at me at the moment though. Oh, there's me. Okay, so I am back in my car. I ended up not purchasing anything as of right now. I just was truly browsing around, and I don't know, like I saw some things that were okay, but truthfully, like we did do a ton of decorating when we first moved into our home. Excuse me. I really need to work on the guest room. I really need to work on finishing some pieces of like the basement, my husband's office, things like that. So it's so easy to get like a little off track going into HomeGoods because you're browsing and looking through so many things. But I think I may come back when I have like the intention and a list of exactly what I'm searching for versus like browsing around, because that's how you get into stuff that you don't need. Before I go home, oh, another thing, y'all, I don't even know how people vlog in public, because I'm not even recording on like a huge camera, just my iPhone, and no one like was staring at me or anything, but like I just felt so self-conscious like talking to a camera, which clearly I have no problem with, but I don't know, I just felt like people were looking at me. I don't know. So clearly they weren't, or maybe they were. But I have to get more used to vlogging in public, so we're going to continue this. But my HomeGoods is actually connected to TJ Maxx, and it's actually connected like in the middle of the store. So it's not like you even have you have two separate like main entrances. But once you're in the store, it's just like a sign that says, okay, you're now entering TJ Maxx. And from TJ Maxx, you're now entering HomeGoods. And I like that. But typically, I can't really find things that I want to wear in TJ Maxx. So it's not much of a benefit for me. But I do end up finding a lot of cute things for like my daughter here and there, accessories and stuff like that. So one other thing I wanted to get before I go home is I'm gonna check our family meal plan to see what's for dinner tonight and make sure I have everything for that. I hope the air is not too loud. I'm gonna make sure I have everything for the family meal plan tonight, and then I'm also going to get a sippy cup. So I feel like every parent feels like their daughter or their child is just so advanced, but truly, I believe my daughter, she has been here before. Like, she truly has been here before. She knows so much at such a very young age. We've been working through, like, obviously all her fine motor and gross motor skills. And then even cognitively, she truly is off the charts for a 6-month-old baby. So she's already recognizing like shapes. We're going through routines, repetition, and she's catching on to things so quickly. So I feel like developmentally, like, it's, you know, about time that they start to use a sippy cup at this age. But I think that's just me holding on to like, wow, my baby is really growing. So she's gonna get a big girl cup or two today. I think I may stay in this same shopping center versus going all the way to Target. But if I go to Target, I don't know. Y'all will see what we end up. But she's graduating to a big girl cup, and I'm so proud of her. But I wanted to chat a little bit, maybe in the car, maybe not, about like the transition as a working mom. So I will just make it super quick for right now. I would say that a working mom's job is tough, but everything that you do in life is going to be tough to a certain extent. So if you were a mom who stayed at home, which I know many people who stay at home with their children or child, and their sacrifices to go along with all of it, there is no quote unquote easy way out of any of this. But what I will say is I feel like I'm in a whole nother level or a whole nother league when it comes down to productivity. I am the most productive that I have ever been in my life. I am the most efficient that I have ever been in my life. And I have so much balance. So I will say, prior to becoming a mom, I was very lax when it came, let me put the air back on. I was very lax when it came down to boundaries with work. But now there is just a clear defined, like, this is work and then this is home. And making sure that I'm not prioritizing, you know, anything over the well-being of myself and my family. However that looks. In different seasons, you know, require different things. But in this current season, while my daughter is young, you know, it's a really big thing. Another thing is that in the US, there is not, you know, a standard for maternity leave across the entire country. So with that, myself, I had a pretty decent maternity leave. I didn't go back to work until a little bit after 3 months. But I know some people who've had less. I know some people who've had more. I know some people who've gone back in the first, you know, 2 weeks postpartum. So however that looks for you, you know, I'm happy that you're able to have some time with your child. But I must say that a lot of things are not structured around the working mom. That doesn't mean that everything is not. But I will say that I am blessed to an extent to where I have an employer that just gets it. Culturally, they get it. The culture at the company, I feel that is like extremely healthy. The relationship, the support, everything is there. And not only just for working moms, but just no matter what your situation is. You know, we're all about business and business has to get done. But I feel like my job does not, okay, how can I put this? Like, they just really get it in the culture department. Like, just, I could expound more, but I'll just leave it at that. Like, we do a lot of things to recognize all types of cultures. We have a culture community that celebrates everything under the sun, and I think it's a really fantastic thing, because there are even, you know, things culturally about other people, and when I say people, I mean just, you know, other people in terms of like their cultural background, that I had no idea of until it came to work. And they'll send an e-blast about something, they'll send us, you know, information about something. We'll do something called like a weekly forum, discussing a topic or discussing, you know, what's going on in certain people's culture. And I feel like that is beautiful. So, you know, my experience as a working mom may not be the same as everyone else. It is obviously tough because, I mean, essentially you're going on go all day, every day. You guys see the morning videos that I do. I am up, you know, on average somewhere between 5 and 6 a.m. Most of the time I try to lean towards 5 because that's when I can be the most productive and get the most done. However, you know, some days that looks like 5:45, sometimes that looks like 6, sometimes it even looks like 7 some days. I'm definitely not a perfect person, but I have mastered a routine that works with the capacity that I'm able to like function in at this moment, and what kind of works for me. So that's my spiel about working mom. I may double back on this later on today and talk about it a little bit more, but I will say initially I had more fear about going back than I actually had going back. So I think it was the fear of the unknown, the anticipation. I've just given birth to someone who I've grown and developed, you know, in my body for almost a full year, 9 months plus, because I was overdue. So having that initial separation, once you've literally been tied to someone for so long, was quite shocking for me. Like, it was just a lot of anticipation, a lot of anxiety towards the unknown of going back. But I can say once I went back and I knew that I had the support of my village, the support of my family, the support and understanding of my career, I knew that, you know, however, you know, that looks for me, I have the ability to kind of take control of it, if that makes sense. Now, if you are not in that position, I get it. I'm not saying that this is everybody's story, but I'm just talking about me personally. You know, being out of the workforce for an extended amount of time has proven to have negative effects for women. And I am by no means saying that, you know, you need to get back on the saddle and go to work, do what works for your family. But I will say, you know, once children do transition to, you know, primary school, and from there on, you know, it is just really tough trying to transition back in. And it's a hard decision that you and your family are going to have to come down to and discuss. But obviously, if you are pre-baby, I would encourage you and your spouse to discuss how that's going to look, you know, when you guys do decide to add another person to your family. And just know that it's not impossible. Am I tired? Of course. But guess what? When I was home with my daughter 24/7, I was equally as tired. So there's always something to do. There's always a sacrifice to make. But the end goal is what matters. And that's a whole nother something that I need to talk about. But for the sake of time, we're going to wrap this piece of the vlog up. And I'm going to drive to Target, get her cup, go home. Oh yeah, the dinner thing. Duh, we got to eat. Yeah, I have to go home. I have tons of things to do in terms of like cleaning and getting my house together. Oh, this is a beautiful lamp. I wish I could turn the camera around. You know what? These people did not ask to be on camera, but this woman has a lamp and it's like scalloped around the edges. That is very beautiful, and I wish I would have found that before I found the lamp that I currently have. Oh, and another, okay, see, now I'm ranting, but another thing, it is 4:55 in the afternoon on Friday. I was released from work just a little bit earlier than typically, but do these people not have jobs? Like, in all seriousness, there were so many people in this store
at 4 o'clock. And I know some people get off of work at 4 o'clock, but they didn't look like they just pulled up like I did. Like, these people look like they have been here for a minute. Are y'all just off on Fridays? Do you have a flexible schedule? Because I mean, I'm off, you know, certain times when I put in PTO, but like, there were so many people out and about, and I did have a random day off, you know, a couple of weeks ago, and there were just a lot of people out and about. So like, I don't know if it's just the area I live in, and there's just a lot of people who have the privilege and blessing to be able to go shop in the middle of the day. I don't know, but I was quite shocked at so many people being in the store. But it is Friday, so I guess it makes sense. So I'm going to wrap this up so I can quickly get her cup. I'm not going to drive all the way to Target because I need to go home and get on my Zoom with my family and get everything together. So I'm just going to get her cup over here at this other grocery store. All right, I'm going to call y'all back.
Okay, guys, I'm in the store, and y'all know how I drink like liquid IV. Let me tell you a very funny story, because I just started to drink it like a couple of months ago, like just a little bit before I gave birth. So I used to think that this was alcohol. So funny. I never even read, you know, what it was, what it does, nothing. But at a previous job I had, this is so funny. At a previous job I had, like, people would always, oh, they even have one for kids now. I'm not giving it to my daughter right now, but they have one for kids now too. But no, so funny thing is, I always just saw liquid and IV, and I don't drink alcohol. So whenever I saw liquid IV, I was like, okay, hangover or pre-game drink, something. I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking. But once I actually read what was on it and kind of like saw the benefits of it, y'all, I have been on liquid IV heavy, and I actually keep it in a big box from like Sam's at my house. So liquid IV, if this just so happens to get to you and your team, have my people call your, well, no, have your people call my people, because I actually really do like this, and it does help with a boost. Honestly, it doesn't even matter the flavor, because I'm always going to do it. We got sugar, citric acid, salt, potassium citrate. Okay, pretty much like powdered Gatorade almost, but it does help a ton in terms of like giving you like a little electrolyte boost anytime I feel like my energy is low. And I'm not the type of person who drinks like medicine or anything like that. Well, I'll take medicine, but I'm not like an advocate for just taking medicine for everything. Oh, they even have a sugar-free version. Okay, only 20 calories. Similar ingredients, but just sugar is not the first ingredient. Whereas, yeah, pure cane sugar is the first ingredient here. So, someone who doesn't take a lot of medicine and stuff, just because I want to be fully cognitive, let me fix their display. Fully cognitive and there and ready to go anytime anything goes on, I'll take medicine if I need to, but do not sleep on this, and don't think it's alcohol like I did at one point. Here I am being distracted again. So this is so cute. Now, I am 1000% a girl's girl. When I found out that I was having a daughter, my husband and I waited till literally like a month before I gave birth. So when I found out that I was having a daughter, like, I was over the moon, because I truly am like a girl's girl. I remember growing up with, you know, so many cute like accessories, you know, and just things that are just super cute and fun for young ladies. So that's just what I'm all about. We haven't gotten to this stage of these cute little koala purses and unicorn bags and stuff yet, but I cannot wait until we get there, because I don't know, like, I'm just such a girl's girl. Everything pink, glitter, I love it. I had a wonderful childhood as a young lady, and, you know, wonderful in the sense of not even material things, but because I had a wonderful role model. My mom, my grandmother, all the women in my life were fantastic ladies, and when I grew up, the number one thing I thought about all the time was like, oh, I can't wait to grow up and I can be like such and such and such and such and such and such, because they were wonderful influences. And again, the biggest thing that they all had in common was, this is so cute, little cupcake purse. Yeah, the biggest thing they all had in common was that they were just all beautiful women and beautiful ladies who kept, you know, themselves up, and things like that. And obviously these things are not required for little girls to keep themselves up or look cute or anything like that. It's very privileged, you know, to be able to have these type of things and toys and accessories. But as for me and my household, we intend to do all the cute girly things. Now I'm at my local grocery store, so things are much more expensive than they would be at like Target. But if you have a sippy cup that you use for your baby under 1 that you like, please let me know. I know some people have been using like this spill proof situation, but I feel like it still be spilling. Hold on, let me clean my camera. Okay, it's just a lot right. Yeah, okay. So I feel like these still spill, kind of like in this, but I just don't know about the straw. And then like cleaning the little tube just seems like a little headache. And then this is a click lock 6 months plus bite proof trainer cup. We are in training, so this might be the one. She can at least hold it on her own. Not seeing any like funny little parts. It's just for literally like water, so not even like milk, just something for her to drink water throughout the day. And I think I like this. Again, not too much of a fan of like the straws. Even flow soft trainer cup. Let's see. Soft valve spout, 6 months plus. Ooh, child, this is so blurry. Okay. 1 piece, easy to clean, 5 ounces. I mean, this one has 3 little handles, but will she be confused and think everything is supposed to have 3 handles? Soft valve spout. I don't know. Yeah, this is a pretty decent brand, but I think I'm gonna go with triple flow cup. That looks a little too advanced. Let's do Nook 9 months. We're not here yet. Disney Learner Cup. Easy bottle to cup transition. Y'all let me know. I guess we're gonna get started with the Munchkin one. And again, the only thing I'm thinking about is that it's 7 ounces. It has some easy little grip handles for her little hands. It doesn't have like a little straw on the inside that can get just super dirty. It just looks easy to clean and take apart. 8 months. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with this. We'll start with this one and then see. Oh, okay, Nook Learner Cup. It just looks sleek, but that one has silicone spout. I'm indifferent. Okay. And then they got this. Okay, it's too many options. We're gonna just go with our first. But this low-key look like it may spill. All right, we're gonna try this one out, and if it don't work, we'll be back. All right, we back. This is not the most conventional angle, but it'll do while I am driving home, which is not too far. Oh, sorry, y'all. It came out of nowhere. Okay, while I'm driving home. Oh, I actually think I know her. Okay, anywho, while I'm driving home, I'm gonna sit y'all right here. But I wanted to chit chat just a little bit more about a few other things. So I am in the process of doing
many things in my life, but I wanted to touch back on some more mom items because a lot of people just don't understand the struggle of being a mother. There's so much joy that comes out of being a mom, but I think that there should be more people just being honest of the reality of, you know, being a parent. And not everybody has the same experience. I want to stress that because, you know, what one person may go through, the next person may not. But one thing that I just really want people to understand about the largest transition from being a mom, and you know, everything to do with that is obviously you're gonna love your child. Like, those are no-brainers. But one thing when it comes down to you, guys, this is not a good angle, but we're gonna still roll with it. One big thing that people tend to forget about is their old self. And you should forget about your old self, but a lot of things that I feel like a lot of women kind of struggle with is like, oh, I have to get back to the old me, I have to find the old me. And like, you're chasing something that does not exist. You will never be the old you. You will never, y'all, I know this angle is terrible, but roll with me, okay? You will never be the old you. No matter how hard you chase, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you do, you are not the same person anymore. And that's not a bad thing, because the new you has, you know, a beautiful family, a beautiful child to care for. You know, you have to develop yourself much more than you ever thought as well. So there's so much to be proud of and so much to grow, you know, by becoming a mom. But if I can offer a little bit of anything, is that, you know, chasing that old you is going to be a never-ending rat race, because you're just never going to be the same person. Like, you've changed permanently. It's not coming back. She's not in the room. She's not coming back. And I say that with a lot of kindness, but I feel like if we give ourselves more grace of the new person we've become and embracing who that person is, you know, we will be a lot more inviting to the thought of being a new person versus like, oh, I want the old me back. So one thing that's helped me, and again, this is me 6 months postpartum, just dropping a little advice. This was not me, you know, 1 week after giving birth, 2 weeks after giving birth, 2 months after giving birth. This is me talking as someone who's kind of gone through this transition for 6 months, and I can see it now. I kind of started to see the light around like 3-4 months, but I can truly see it now that, you know, you have to embrace the new season and everything that has come with that. And for me, it's just so much love and motivation for the new self that I am, which is a mother. I had the grace of being a wife for a few years before we became parents, and you know, that was beautiful because my husband and I had a ton of time to really love on each other, genuinely love on each other, experience life, travel, everything together before we took that leap into parenthood. So I feel like I've gone through like a whole like butterfly life cycle. You know, there's so many stages to it, and I am continuing to develop, I'm continuing to grow, but this was the most like transformational shift for sure, because it affects your physical and you growing another person. The beauty of life is just like mind-blowing, like literally mind-blowing. Once you see your child grow from being a newborn to so many months old, and I still haven't even had the full circle moment because she's only 6 months old, but like imagine her being 6 years old, 16, 26, you know, that's when stuff is really gonna kick in. But I remember giving birth to this child. So with that, just know whenever you give birth to a baby, you're also giving birth to a new you. and don't, you know, harp too much on getting back to the old you, but embrace who the new you is. Make the new version, the 2.0 of whoever you are, the best one yet. It's gonna take time because you have to learn the new you. It's gonna take time, and you give yourself the time, not too much time, but give yourself the time and grow and develop and work on it. So some ways that I'm working on it is embracing new ideas, embracing new hobbies, defining who I am. I feel like I had a really good sense of the person I was back then, but again, I'm no longer her. But now I 1000% know the person I am. I 1000% know the person that I want to show up, you know, every day. I know the person that I want to be perceived as. All those things are within my control. So because I know where I'm trying to go, if this makes sense, I know where I'm trying to get, if that makes sense. So you guys have fallen. I'm gonna try to pick you back up, but let's see. There we go. I got you guys back up. So that person is gone. This is an even worse angle. Anywho, I'm almost home now anyways, but okay, that's all right for now. Yeah, embrace the new you, embrace the change. You're a new person. Don't harp on the old you, and tap into who the new you is, okay? I'm almost home now, so I'm going to, I don't know if I'm gonna end this vlog because I have to cook, I have to clean, I got a lot of stuff to do before the weekend gets here, and I want to enjoy it. So I don't know how long this video is right now, so I may come back to wrap it up. Okay, I'm gonna call y'all back. This ain't good. Okay, I just got home, and I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here for now because I have to cook and clean, and I think I may make that a totally separate video, like a cook and clean with me. But considering this is the first vlog, please like this video, subscribe if you have not subscribed, because my intent is to drop videos multiple times a week, but we gotta see. I gotta see how this whole process is going, but we're growing. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. And I think I'm gonna make the other video a like clean with me and all of that, because clean with me, cook with me, and all of that, because I just don't know how long this is, and I don't know if you guys are like the long videos. So that is it. That is all. I'm gonna call y'all back. Bye.